Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family community. It's your High Priestess Maggie. I hope you guys are doing amazing and happy Thursday. It is the 888 Lionsgate portal today. Either way, I know you've probably been hearing everybody talk about it. But I have this message for you, so do take only what resonates for you, of course, in one ear and out the other if it doesn't seem to suit your journey line, lifeline, or storyline. The music I have on in the background is the 88 portal, by the way. 888. So what I have is the Four of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles here, the Hierophant and the Devil. Okay. The energies are Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Capricorn, and then the Three of Swords is on the bottom of the deck in the reversal, but it's a Libra energy. Chinese year's dragon, ox, snake, and dog. Okay, specifically, just so you know, there can be a part of your chart or something that you're dealing with, somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, so with the Four of Wands coming out in the reverse here, I have going with the flow underneath there, right? Underneath the Two of Pentacles is the experiencing, and I'll show you all the cards first. Okay. And the experiencing and the going with the flow, right? And then the silence comes between the Hierophant and the Devil's right in the middle. The Three of Swords is in the reversal on the bottom. Okay. Then we have adventure on the bottom of the Osho Zen. Adventure. Then on the Mystic Love Oracle, we have insecurity, self-esteem. And on the bottom of that one, social media, keeping tabs. So you are aware that somebody is keeping tabs on you. Right behind that, just so you know, is freedom and surrender. I do feel like you freed yourself from somebody that keeps your page on lookout all the time, okay? Like binocular and type of feeling. Always wanting to know what's going on, always wanting to see what you're posting, kind of like obsession, if anything. But either way, the Four of Wands in the reverse here, with the going with the flow under it, kind of gave me this feeling that you had either planned something and you were going to go to a celebration, a party, a union, or something, right? And this has happened to me a lot. So, like, say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to that union, a reunion, whatever, I'll be there. But then all of a sudden something happens, you can't show up, right? Money problems, whatever it may have been. The Two of Pentacles right next to that with the experiencing underneath, it was a clarifying situation of money. So you could have been like not working at one point, you were able to go with the flow and you're like, yeah, I'll definitely. All of a sudden the time comes, you're already working and you can't just take the time off anymore, right? It's just like that type of feeling. Like there was something you were gonna do, you had to cancel it, even if it was a concert or something that of celebration, and you couldn't do it. Okay, you were too busy working. Really, you could be working on a commitment too, like building a relationship with somebody at this time. With the Hierophant being there, it could be like I'm working on a commitment to marriage or whatever it may be. Also with the Hierophant, this could have been something about planning a specific engagement, right? Say like you want to get engaged to your partner. If you're a masculine, it doesn't matter because even females can ask. But the feeling is like maybe that was it. You're like you had this whole thing. You're gonna go with the flow with it, but then you're experiencing too much hardship. You can't afford that ring right now. You know what I mean? There's just something that happened that you couldn't do it because you're too, like, literally money kind of got in the way. Okay, could have been something that smacked you across the face, like a health bill or whatever, medical bill. All of a sudden your rent was increased. All of a sudden just everything is inflammation anyway right now, right? It's just something that happened that you were excited for, you were going with the flow, but then you're experiencing too much juggling of aspects that you couldn't just do it. You couldn't, so you had to say I can't come, just not go at all, whatever, or just cancel it. Say it's like it was something you were going to be doing, you had to cancel it specifically. Okay, like even if you had a plan to go to a hotel room or whatever, you like had to like call on the phone and cancel. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. But then I have the Hierophant and the Devil right next to each other. It's a very intriguing energy, and I've done a reading for myself in the past that I've had these two come up together too. But with the Silence card, we have is kind of giving me this feeling that there's been silence between God and the devil, maybe within you, maybe because of these insecurities that you've been feeling within yourself and the self-esteem issues that you could be having. But I feel like you've been trying to maybe silence the negativity and the positivity and just kind of go about life, and you have been juggling a lot of aspects, so maybe you haven't really had the time, so it's kind of been silent in your mind with some insecurities that you haven't been really giving energy to at all. I feel like it's the time to start giving to these insecurities, because it's time to start to nourish them so that there's nothing wrong anymore, so you don't feel insecure. It's like starting to give them the ability. So like, it's like an insecurity is a sickness. Okay, when you start to give yourself the nutrients and the support and whatnot that you need for something, you improve, you become better, so you no longer have those insecurities. They become what they were always meant to become. Okay, which is the confidence, the love, the happiness, the joy that you feel within yourself. And so just healing those insecurities is something Spirit really wants you to work on right now. And also, the one thing that they're trying to tell you about the keeping tabs is because somebody's obsessed with you. They think you're absolutely gorgeous or absolutely handsome or whatever it may be. They're attracted to you. Okay. And I don't know if it's an ex or if it's somebody that you're with, if this was something you were going to do, but they keep tabs on you. They are obsessed with you. They think you're like, if you were an actor, you know what I mean, or an actress, you'd be the hottest one. You'd be the most gorgeous one, you know what I mean? Like, the most flawless one specifically. So there's just something about that, like, helping you too, to see that you're not like what you feel like about yourself, because sometimes I feel like we see ourselves in the mirror, but I don't feel like everybody sees us exactly how we see ourselves. So yeah, because there's like people who are like, I'm so ugly, and I'm like, where? Where? What? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Literally. And then when I say it about myself, they're like, what? No, you're not. Like, it's been a thing throughout the entire life, and I've seen it left and right, because it is something that a lot of us like are so conditioned to believe that we have to look a certain freaking way to be recognized or whatever. But guess what? It's really the personality within you, and I know that for a fact you have a personality, Sagittarius. There's no way that you don't. I've never met one Sagittarius without a personality, and I'm a Sagittarius moon in North Node, so therefore you have to have a personality, otherwise you're just a shame. Like, whatever, a shame. It's just like, why would you be a Sagittarius? Why would you choose to be a Sagittarius without a personality? And it's what? You know what I mean? And if you don't have one, you should have one. You should find it. It's in there somewhere. It has to be, you know what I mean? Anyway, the feeling is that we could have an ADHD mother heifer in the house. Do. Anyway, because so do I, and so that we just mixed it together. So obviously y'all have a personality. It's literally there. It just proved itself by showing up in my own brain. Okay, and it was like a double shot of ADHD. Pretty much it. Yeah, somebody pour me up a double shot of ADHD. Anyway, I'm getting gin. You like gin more than you like anything else? I don't know, but gin, like gin and juice, like Snoop Dogg. Anyway, let's get some energy for what's happening. Some adventure could be happening too, that you could be. Okay, I see. There's just somebody that was a hater trying to throw something at me, girl. Did you see that? I missed it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was like Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, right over top of going with the flow. So right under the Four of Wands in the reverse. So there could be something more to the situation as well. In a sense, I feel like somebody could be a gold digger, somebody could be after money, or somebody could be lying about something. Their intentions aren't really truly pure in some way. Maybe because you didn't show up, somebody was mad at you and they started to discriminate against you in a sense, right? Now, because the Queen of Pentacles is a Sagittarius energy, it's also Capricorn, right? Crazy to me. It just makes me feel like this is how you felt because you had to cancel it. This made you feel like you could have caused some conflict because you were planning on doing something with some people or whatever it may be, your family, friends, whatever. And then all of a sudden you couldn't go, and they all started saying like, oh, they're always bailing, they're always that. You know what I mean? Anyway, but somebody was obviously still, like, their intentions aren't necessarily pure. I mean, there's the Chariot on the bottom, which gives me the feeling, because Cancer and Capricorn are opposite signs, and this is just one challenge that you need to just conquer, because every challenge is conquerable. And pretty much take off. Like, the Chariot's like taking off. I don't know if maybe I get this sense in my head that at one point you did have an argument with this person and you ended up just getting in your car and driving away. And I feel like maybe that's one of the things too, because God's rejection is his protection. You wanted to go, your intentions were pure of like wanting to do this celebration, wanting to do this union, whatever, this party. You wanted to go, you did. But then all of a sudden you know that you couldn't, and you did feel bad about it, right? You still slightly do. But somebody else is trying to make it seem like you are such a bad guy because you didn't show up. You know what I mean? But God's projection is his protection. Even a missed opportunity is God's protection. Okay. This person just though, like, they're unstable. That one. Yeah, they're unstable. And that could be family. 10 of Pentacles is in the reverse, so there could have been arguments with this person. Yeah, like I get it. Yeah, there was. Exactly. Also, though, there could have been some conflict, right? So it could have stirred up something within the whole situation. And so if it's a group of friends and you guys have been close and long-term commitment with friendship, right? Therefore, it could have been the same thing. It's just something happened. You couldn't make it. You could have even had an argument with multiple of these people at this point. Maybe because they tried to stand up for this person that got all butthurt and booty tickled. Okay, they got a little butthurt. Because you didn't show up. Maybe it was really important to them, whatever it may have been, but priorities, right? Priorities. Your priorities were, I need money, I need to work, I need to build on this is important to me. Like maybe there was a little bit of a hesitation because you didn't really feel like you belonged in the situation anyways, and there was a real reason for you just not to want to go. It just like you put your focus and determination to juggle something else at the moment, and you had a lot more going on your plate that they don't know, they didn't understand. Have they been around? Not really. I feel like they haven't really been around, so they don't really know, and they're just gonna get mad at you. You got Virgo's energy, something about Mercury retrograde too, causing and stirring up a lot of issues. Oh, okay, the Tower. See, the Tower moment, I was like, goodness. And then the Three of Swords, like, where was it? It like popped out after it flew all of those at me. Really? And then so it flew all of these at me with the Three of Swords still there, and then the Tower in the beginning. So this is kind of like overcoming some kind of sadness, or even just getting over the worst of the situation, just like getting over it, right? Getting through it. Let's see a little bit into this energy. You have morals, okay? You may have changed something within the time frame that you said you were gonna go versus when it finally came. Maybe you realized something, maybe you heard some kind of truth to something. I mean, this is a very technical reading, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're still stuck on this energy over here. There's just been a massive upheaval. There's maybe within your own mentality, like you just don't feel like you belong with certain people or align with certain people anymore. Maybe you learned some information, not just of these people, but of other things that made you double think about the people in the company you do keep. Let's talk about this Hierophant. The Page of Pentacles. You're actually excelling. You don't even realize that you are. You could be technically where you're silent in a sense between the devil and the God is what I see. The Page of Pentacles is giving me a feeling like excelling. You could be learning, growing, maybe just in silence. Like you're enjoying the energy of God, and you're kind of balancing out between the good and the bad, like the evil and the good. Really, like, that the good comes with the bad and the bad comes with the good, and this is the kind of energy I'm seeing right here, because it's like the silence means, like, to me, you're not being affected by the devil, you're not truly being affected by God, you're living in the present moment, being silent and just being taught specific things. Like, in a sense, if you were a mute, right, like you would just sit there and look at people and understand what they're trying to tell you by looking at their voice, like their lips, to read them, or if they were doing hand signals. But you would have a lot of ability to learn more because you're visualizing it in silence. You're not distracting your mind by trying to think of other things at the time, or trying to add into the situation with more of your thoughts. You're just sitting there visualizing a thing, and I feel like that's actually helping you grow more. I feel like whatever you are learning at this moment, though, with the Page of Pentacles, means that you'll be able to utilize your own hands to do something with it. Like, you're obtaining a lot of knowledge, and maybe there's so many frequency downloads that are happening at this moment for you, and you're going to be able to kind of coordinate it into something that could be a physical thing that we can see, use, touch, taste, feel, whatever. Okay. Page of Pentacles is all earth, so of course we had Capricorn heavy. It's again heavy. So because Capricorn was here with the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, and now the Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles also Virgo's energy, and then Taurus was with the Hierophant, so it was already heavy, right? But that's under the Hierophant energy, so that's strong, grounded energy with God. And I also see that because there could be new prospects, new goals. You could be achieving things right now. There could be something to do with, if this is a marriage or this is a commitment to somebody, there's growth here. You've been learning a lot about your person for sure. I mean, there's something about true happiness in that sense. Okay, in the Devil's energy, we have the Temperance in the reverse. And that actually is Sagittarius' energy, so it's crazy. Yeah, the Two of Chalices on the bottom, so there's senses of love here. Temperance in the reverse means that's why you silenced out the devil in the first place, because it was causing you to feel a dissent. It was causing you to feel disharmony. It was causing you to feel like cognitive dissonance. Exactly. You were starting to feel all these issues with it, so you turned it out. You tuned it to silence, and you didn't want to allow your mentality or your emotions to get too involved in a negative mindset or emotionally disturbed place. So you silenced out the devil and allowed the good and the bad to just do what they got to do. So you pretty much surrendered. That's what that is on the bottom here. Surrender to freedom, to have freedom fully, because it's almost like whatever happens happens, and that's the truth with it. It's like, if it's a good thing, great. I'm gonna know that there's gonna be a bad thing that follows with that good thing, but then again, you're gonna embrace that good thing that much more, because you don't know what's gonna happen. If it's a bad thing that's gonna happen, you just know that it has to happen. But guess what? A good thing always comes and follows that. That's the feeling I'm getting here, and it's like you've come to total peace and terms with it. That's what this means to me. And it's actually really amazing, because you got number 14 and 15, and it's kind of like making the right step forward. You put the right foot forward towards this situation being achieved and successful. The Two of Chalices is giving me a lot of love, though. I feel so much romantic, passionate, and gentle love. Like, where you're feeling vulnerable with each other and you feel comfortable enough to, like, just be. Okay? Let's see. We have the Empress. Told you something about love. You're a bright, beautiful light. Even if you're not the Empress, you attracted the Empress. If you're the masculine energy, right? If you're the Emperor in the story, you guys attracted to each other because you guys are alike. Okay, like attracts like, and when you guys are the same, you find in divine timing that things really start to arrange and come together as they should. And this is a beautiful sensation of true empathy, connection, maybe nature. I don't know if you guys met each other out camping, something that you both like doing. But, like, even if it wasn't camping, it was something you both like doing. You both enjoyed doing something. You've met each other somewhere that you don't normally meet people like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're coming together, the union between the two of you, whoever this is with, it was a unique one. It's not one, it's like a story for the books, okay? Because it's like it's a story that not even a movie could create, because you know what I mean? Like, they don't even have that big of an imagination to even know like something like that could be a possibility. So there's just something that really was uniquely connecting to you two. And Libra's energy with that, by the way. I just feel like this, there could be a mother, there could be children, it could be the fact that you guys want children together, there could be a pregnancy. right? So congrats to anybody that is dealing with that at this moment. You have the Queen of Swords on the bottom. There could be a divorced female here, older female, but there's obviously someone that's very communicative, funny. They're a problem solver. You know, like they can find the solution to anything. Really, just give them a moment to think about it, and they're usually thinking clearly. That Queen of Swords, I was just shuffling and it still came back out. Okay, and that's a Libra and a Virgo's energy. Okay, let's see. You also have the Fool in the reversal. And the Five of Wands. Okay, there's still, it kind of brings me back to this situation over here, because it's like the Fool, somebody was being foolish with their words, like their choice of words, okay? Because the Five of Wands means controversy, issues, drama, arguments, not seeing eye to eye, that kind of thing, right? Aquarius over Leo too. So therefore, what does that mean? A extreme challenge. So somebody didn't choose their words very wisely, okay? And it caused more challenges and problems. And if this hasn't happened, it probably will be happening, right? Yeah, it's just because somebody was unfair and disrespectful with the words that they chose. That's the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles both in the reversal are like my disrespect cards and like how I see them. Somebody caused a lot of sadness, and I feel like it's they caused the sadness in themselves, really, because of what they did, and maybe they're so ashamed and so embarrassed feeling that they don't even want to admit it, so they try to stay their distance. Is what I'm getting, is what I'm hearing. So if that's actually what happens, or is already happening right now, but that's very much so how that person is feeling because of what they did or what they're going to do. One more thing. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Lovers is in the reverse, but the Seven of Wands is here. Okay, there's been fighting maybe with your partner. Maybe with your partner, this has also been a thing, okay? So if it's not just been this individual energy over here, it could be something with your partner. Say like there's been some things. Like if you had to cancel out on a date with your partner, right? I mean, of course, we're going to take it a little bit to the heart, but most of us should be understanding. Like, especially if you can like be like, okay, well, we're going to have to like change it. Can we do it to this day? I mean, of course, it sucks when it continuously happens, but honestly, that's life. Life happens. You know, and there's really nothing we can do. Like, we can plan, but we're never really going to be truly prepared. You know what I mean? So that's why I always try to say to prepare for the unaware. So instead of just keep preparing for all the things that you are aware of, prepare for the things that you're not going to be aware of. I see that there could be an issue because you guys get defensive with each other, and there was something about a missed opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles in the reversal. And the Lovers in the reverse means like, oof, that was like a disappointing feeling to someone, and there was an argument, or there was a disagreement, or there was just something about feeling a slight disconnect because of it, right? And of course, it's like, if you see it like that, if someone's really that disappointed because they didn't get to go on a date with you, I hope it's because that, you know, they didn't get to go on the date with you, and not that they missed out on the food or anything. You know what I mean? Because that's really like, oh, okay. But if they missed out on the date with you and they're really sad about it, obviously you know how much they really love you and how much they were really looking forward to it, right? So therefore, it's like you should just see in that there's a lot more to understand and love about that person just really wanting the time with you, okay? I can just see that there is a way to solve the situation. That could be why the Queen of Swords is there. There could be some repressed emotions too with that situation. And I mean, it's better just to be honest, because when you're honest, even if you're vulnerable being honest, at least it's being noted by the other person. And in the future, for future references, they'll have a better chance at going about it because they know the truth of how you felt when that happened, right? Otherwise, it's going to keep repeating until they really see. So that's why it's better to learn now and just say what you need to say and say your truth, okay? So that's what I'm getting, Sagittarius. You have Leo's energy, Gemini's energy, and of course a Capricorn, a Virgo, and a Taurus again. Okay, we have telepathic communication, mind reading, energetic pulses, shared soul song, strong intellect, energetic conversation, non-verbal communication. That could be what's going on with the silence, the telepathic communication with the Hierophant and the devil. There's a sense of non-verbal communication. That's a very strong intellect, a shared soul song. It's like you already know. It's that energetic conversation between just knowing good and bad come together. I need some love. See? I need some love. I need some love. Someone is also watching tarot readings on your sign, Sagittarius. So you have a cross-watching Snoop. This could be that person that's keeping tabs. Okay? I just want to know everything that's going on in your life. Either way, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sorry it's so long. I literally tried to get the whole message out here before so that it wouldn't be as long, but it still ended up being long. So whatever. I can't do anything about it now. Have a great one.